Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday at 9:52, January 26th. And I'm bringing it to you live like I do every day for the past almost year and a half now. Unbelievable. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me and coming on in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your trades are going well. And if they aren't, I hope you're hanging in there. Okay, just waiting for some people to pop into the stream. It's a little later than normal, so I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Frankie, man. I forgot to put a stop loss on OMG and it went south on me. Now I'm waiting patiently. Can't be forgetting stuff. I know you're working, Frankie, but come on, my man. Nice to hear someone who can talk without sounding like they're about to catch fire. Yeah, hope everyone's doing awesome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get in to the live stream. So I'm looking at Bitcoin right now on the 4 hour. Okay, and I'm seeing a lack of bullish and a lack of bearish. Whenever I see that, I know we're coiling. Let me show you what I'm seeing. You just see like we didn't really get much. We're flatter lines. See how these are big hills? Now we're starting to consolidate. We're starting to get smaller in this area. We do have a cross right now, a bearish cross, which is occurring. We're getting some wicks, but let me show you what I see for now. I believe, am I in Hikanashi right now? Yeah, I love Hikanashi personally. I just feel like it looks better. If you're not sure what that is, it's an ancient old candlestick. I think it's the first candlesticks that were ever used in Japan. They're called Hikanashi candlesticks. And what Hikanashi candlesticks do is they show you downward momentum and upward momentum. They don't split the red and the green. They're different types of candles. Some people say they look better. Some people say they help them trade better. It all depends. If you're using Market Cipher, which we'll get into in a couple weeks, this is what they like to use, Hikanashi candles. So, but we can go back to the original if it throws you off. It just doesn't look as neat, doesn't look as nice, right? So Bitcoin, man, it's really loving this lower trend line. You can see we're just having a great old time with it. Starting to become a descending triangle though, with a flatter bottom and more of an angled top. That is a bearish pattern. You could swing this up and swing this down a little bit, this bottom one, and we could turn this into what's called a rising wedge, a falling wedge, which is a cool. So there's a couple scenarios for it. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Really appreciate you guys joining the live stream. So let's take a look here at what I see going on. Okay. Okay, so this could break out, come back down, and do a retest at 31.38 and still break up all the way to about $51,000. Okay, I also want to give you a possible bearish scenario. Okay, I don't always say it has to go one way. I'm not that YouTuber telling you what you want to hear every day. I'm the YouTuber just telling you what the charts are showing us every day. And that's it. That's it. I know a lot of people bring up YouTubers. Don't listen to those YouTubers. They're telling you that it has to go. Last chance to buy Bitcoin. There was a lot of those the last 2 days. I don't know if you guys saw that. Last chance to buy Ethereum. Last chance to buy Bitcoin. I think those types of titles are unfair to people because no one knows when the exact last chance is. All we can do is speculate day by day. And that's what I do. Each day I'm able to find out where Bitcoin is and give you yet another scenario. Now, I still see a bottom here and a bit of a double bottom forming. Even though it's slanted, I see a bit of a double bottom, okay? I also see us interacting with the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour. We usually do bounce. We are breaking below, but we usually do bounce. One thing I do see on the 4-hour is that 50 is coming for the 200. Now, if that 50 crosses the 200 on the 4-hour, which is this red line here and this yellow line there, guys, that is called a death cross, and that could bode some negative downward momentum for Bitcoin, okay? Just have to bring that up to you guys. I mean, this is something we have to talk about. I don't like to talk about it, but it's something that we have to talk about, okay? Now, if Bitcoin does not hold 30,000, it's going to go right here to this new, to that old resistance at 28,000. If we break 28,000, we have a little bit at 26, but really, it's about 25, 24,000 area. Even like you can believe it, it's a little bit below 25. We have support here at 24,200. We break 24,200, we get all the way to 21,030, okay? What are the odds of that happening? What do you think is going to happen? Well, let's look at the daily. The daily holds a lot of weight, okay? Shout out to Levi502. Thank you so much for coming into the live stream. Really appreciate that. I'm back to working out, back to doing my thing. I was up at 7 a.m. working out, doing my thing. So if you're not working out, come on, guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of your bodies. That's the lifer way. Just to take care of yourself. Do the right thing. Now, we have a bigger target here when I go to the larger time frame. And I'm telling you guys, I've been stuck on this 54K region. This says we could go as high as 58,000. So there's a target out of this falling wedge. If we break up, we go to $58,000. We're still waiting. You can see the Stokes are super low. Super low. They really want to reset. They really do. One thing that is weird, though, is I already see a double bottom. I was looking at this last night. I already saw a double bottom. But then I see another cross here. And I'm like, that's just strange. You know, double bottom and then a cross down here. It's like I look so much. And there's one time a bottom. Here's a double bottom. Here's the 1, 2, 3, but it's not, you know, look, here's 1, 2. It's just very rare we have 3. If this curls back down, it's just very rare we see that. That will be kind of an anomaly in the stochastics. Look, bottom, bottom. Here's a lower bottom with a lower bottom, but we go all the way back up till we turn down. Here's a bottom, bottom, but we go all the way back up till we turn down. Here's a bottom, double bottom, right? This is the first time I see a double bottom, but we seem to be crossing again to the downside. But when I zoom in really close and look at it, we are starting to curve to the upside. So hopefully this is just a little blip and we come back up to the top. But just something to look at on the Stokes there. They're acting a little funny, to say the least. But right there, this is bullish, right? This is where you enter. This is where you start accumulating and you start laddering in on the daily. When the daily has the pink and the histogram of the MACD, and the MACD's turning white, you see that? That's a good sign. And we got a turn here, hopefully to the upside in the stochastics. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So right now, I'm staying bullish as long as we can hold 31,000, 30K area. Between 30,500 and 31K. We'll be walking after you. Yeah, you got to exercise, man. Take care of yourselves, guys. That's the lifer way. Meditation, drinking a lot of water. Like, as much as I want to teach you guys about trading, I think trading is about mentality. And I think if you don't have the proper lifestyle and you're not taking care of yourself, then it's not, to me, you may not, I guess you could be a great trader and be completely out of shape and stuff. But I just think that the whole package in life is to take care of thy body, thy mind, thy spirit, right? Meditate for the spirit, work out for the body, You know, pray for the soul. You know, those three things: mind, body, and soul connection. Make that connection, project into the positive world of life. And honestly, anything that you dream becomes possible. And I know it seems insane and that talk is cliche, but it's actually true. But you got to live it to believe it, to feel it, to want it, to know it. I went for a walk this morning out of the blue, no reason. Mind is so sharp. See, look at that. Going to do it again tomorrow. Yo, just wake up and go for a walk first thing in the morning. It's the best feeling in the world. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. We got 13 people, man. It's kind of nice and intimate, right? Sometimes the less people, the better. I know it sounds weird. I want millions of people, but sometimes a nice little close-knit group. I feel like we get somewhere together and we learn. So I'm just super happy with anyone and anybody that is smart enough to tune in. And, you know, and I don't mean smart enough like I'm the best thing in the world. What I mean is, you know, this is what I do for a living. I'm serious about it. I'm constantly working at it. And if you're here with me, it means that you're progressive and you're constantly working when it comes to the trading and the charting. So shout out to you guys for being here and being part of the live stream, man. I just want to shout you all out and say I appreciate you guys. Without you, I'd be a dude in front of a computer. Hands down, straight up, right? So I'm telling you right now that Bitcoin on the daily is resetting. Every time, let's back test my prediction, my theory, my idea. Okay. Well, here's Bitcoin on the Stokes. Here's Bitcoin low on the Stokes. Of course, pandemic, but we would go up to the top. Here's Bitcoin low on the Stokes with a double bottom. And we were at about 8,300 and we would kind of come back, go sideways. Not much, but we would go all the way temporarily right there to 10.4. So that's a $2,000 move if you got in on the right side of the stochastic. Here's another place where the stochastic is low. You want to get it on that right shoulder area where we're coming back to the top. And here would have put you in about 9,700 and we would get all the way up to 11.2. It's not a bad move. Been tight, you worth work here. Sorry for not joining again. Yeah, no worries, man. Guys, you don't owe us every single day, man. You know, you're human beings. You're human beings, you know. Do you have a different setting on stochastics? Because mine looks like pointing down. No, I just got, this one does have divs. See stochastics with divs? You see what I'm saying? Are you on the daily? You know? On the day. That's interesting. Let me just add a different one just in case. I like that you added that. And that's about the intimacy today. Stochastic. Stochastic. I mean, they're the same, dude. You see it? I did say they were pointing down at the beginning of the stream. See how they're pointing? I said it's strange. I went in depth into talking about how it was pointing down. I spent like 5 minutes on it. Anyway, yeah, just pay attention, man. Sorry. Pay attention. Should be like your teachers in school. Pay attention. How dare you come to the stream and daydream away. Anyway, shout out to everyone on the live stream, man. So anyway, yeah, we do see it pointing down, but to me, I went over how it was an anomaly, and I'm hoping that it just kind of swings to the upside, you know? It would be strange for it to kind of, and even if it does go down, let's say it is pointing down, like how much more momentum? There's nothing left. That would kind of maybe V-shape recovery us up to the top, you know? 1186 bottom entry for ETH long. 1086, Dirt Bike P. We'll take a look at ETH. I don't answer questions on the fly. Everything has to be, you know, slowly diverse. You know, I have to go into it pretty deep to give you a proper answer because I'm not going to just swing it. Oh, yeah, this is what it looks like. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so let's take a look, man. You see the Stokes right now are pointing up on the 4 hour. They're pointing to the upside. They want to reset. Lack of bearish momentum, too. So you got the 4 hour and the daily in your favor. To me, I'm just going to go with that, and that's how I trade. So when I see that, you know, I would add to a long. I know it's insane to say. A lot of people are bearish right now. There's a lot of eerie feeling in the market lately. People aren't trusting this rally. I hear it in my friends. I hear it in family members. People, you should sell Bitcoin. It's probably going to crash again. stuff of that nature. We're in a bull run, man, and we're on our way. We're just continuing to consolidate here. We're doing really well, great signs. Again, I don't want to see that 50 cross the 200. Let's see if we see it on the 1 hour. Usually when it's that close, we do, and we do see it here on the 1 hour. We had a death cross here, the 50, but that happens. Look, the 50 crossed here, came back up, crossed here, came back up. It's really on the daily where you don't want to see it. You know, you see it on the daily, we're in bad shape. And let me show you where the last time Bitcoin did that on the daily, where the 50 crossed the 200, and that was here in the pandemic, right there. See that? And we would still actually make it out of there and begin our bullish run. And you can see again here, there's where the 50 crossed, and we would get all the way down, and we would go from basically November 12th all the way to January. Nice 2 months in the red. So you really want to see. Here's another time here. It took a while, but the 50 finally crossed the 200 here, and that just started the bear market. There's where the red line crosses the yellow line right there, and we have a bear market. So again, we can also do trend watch. Stay tuned right now. I'm going to show you trend watch. I bring it up on the channel every once in a while, not all the time. It's something that I do talk about though, and I'd like to bring it up again today. Make sure your input is the 144 weighted moving average, okay? That's going to be this blue line. We're bullish really as long as we're above this blue line. Bullish. We're bearish when we go below the blue line. So I am bullish until we break this blue line, right? If we break this blue line, then I'll start saying, ooh, no goo, no goo. Let's take a look at the 4 hour now. Now on the 4 hour, we did break the line. It's interesting. Whenever we break this line, you can run a short. Whenever we crack this line to the upside, you can break a long. So right here, you could still be in a short until we get above this line. So this is interesting. We're going to watch this on the 4 hour. We got to get back above the weighted 144-day moving average. This is extremely important. The second we do, I would be opening a long. So, and let me back test this for you on like, Bitcoin's been in a run, so it's hard to see. But if I take like maybe another coin, like let's say, big news for Cake today. I'm surprised Cake isn't pumping off the news that you're gonna be able to get E gold with Cake, dude. Cake is just getting better every day. $3 coin on the way up here. I mean, look at it. It's so close to it's in all-time highs, really. Technically, I mean, it's only a matter of time till Cake just continues to explode. Look at that high there at 534, and there's no resistance up here, man, guys. There's nothing. And look at it forming a giant bowl, about to break up out of that bowl. Cake, the gift that keeps on giving, man. I'll tell you what. People that are nervous or weirded out, it's like, let's think about what's going on here. Cake, it was just 59 cents, my friends. BZRX pumping again, doing its thing. So there's still a lot of movement in the alt space. Bondly up 10%. You know what I'm saying? BNB actually is down today, which is good. Sometimes when BNB pumps, it takes away from other coins. It's like a stable coin in a way. So we're taking a look at Cake today. And let's take a look at Cake on the 1 hour. You can see every time that we crossed the weighted moving average, the price would continue down. Every time we crossed it to the upside, the price would go to the upside. So every time, look, you could do this. Very simple. When we cross this line, start a short. When we get a little far away from the line, maybe ladder out half, sell half, or get your initial and hang out, As you see us getting back to the line, close the short. And it's the same thing, look. And when we cross the line to the upside, open a long. So here, we cross the line, open a long. That would have put you in here at 48, and you would have rode it all the way to 67, basically almost 50% gains. Here, you could have started a short at 62, and you could have rode it all the way back down to 45. Then when we crossed the blue line again, you could run a long. Here, we actually went below it. You might have closed your long, okay. But we got faked out, we came back up, and you could get back into the long yet again. And it's just showing you, man, it's an amazing signal. You take the simple 4-day moving average, which is just this orange line. You really don't even have to pay attention to it because it's the price, but it's the orange line. It's hard to see right now, but if I zoom in here, it's this orange line right here. And then you take the weighted 144-day moving average. I don't see anyone talking about it in my group. I brought it up a bunch of different times. I don't see a lot of people discussing it. Also, right here on Cake, I haven't seen one person bring this up. This is a diamond pattern, is it not? And diamonds patterns break to the upside, do they not? They do. So there's your diamond, my friends, for Cake. Cake is on the way. This isn't a wedding, but cake is on the way. Let's take a look here, and that puts cake up here at $1.52. These diamonds tend to break out very well. I'm the first person to establish a diamond here. I haven't seen anyone talk about it or go over it. I guess I am tooting my own horn, but hey, I found the diamond. I didn't see it before, and I see it now. It's very interesting. Also, we could get rid of the diamond, right? And you could just see it's in a pennant. It's forming a pennant. To me, a beautiful bull pennant with consolidation. And big news coming for the fact that you can stake it with EGLD. I'd like to show you that news. Pretty cool news. I actually want to know the day we can start because I want to start today. I want to start today. Stake cake and earn EGLD. Pancake swap times Elrond. Unbelievable. I don't know why they put a little bit of bunnies drowning in pancake syrup, but hey. We will conduct the first cross-chain DeFi experiment involving EGLD with Pancake on Binance Chain. The pool starts on January 27th at 8 UTC. It doesn't say PM or AM. I believe it's going to be PM. That would be 3 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm going to start staking cake for EGLD tomorrow, immediately. I'm going to just continue to add to my cake stacks. I love cake, and I think cake is great. So I see no reason why not to get more and more cake. Okay. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin. We went over that, right? I discussed that. I showed you levels of support and resistance. I showed you the 4-hour and the daily. Both are low on the stochastics. We did see that the stochastics were turning a little bit on the daily. So we're going to have to take a second, a breather, and think about that for a second. But that's kind of what I'm giving you guys. 16 people watching. Can we hit that like button for me, please? I really appreciate it. Helps me get more subscribers. Helps me feed my family. I have kids, man. I have kids, bro. I do this for a living. I have kids. I got 1 subscriber in the last 2 days. I don't know why. I gotta make more actual content videos. They seem to be the ones that bring in the money, bring in the movement. Of course, I want this channel to grow and be popular because why not, man? Why not? You know, have more people like the lifer, man. So we even can take this length of this pole for cake and put it up here, and that puts cake all the way at about 159, 160 for cake. So cake looking good, consolidating here. You have to remember, a lot of people are staking cake to get other rewards, so why would they sell it? So just more people piling in, not wanting to sell cake. We support you, Samuel. Thank you so much, Mo. I appreciate that. Should I sell my XRP? I'll tell you what I did. I sold $5,000 USD of XRP about 7, 8, 9 days ago now, last weekend. I put $2,000 into sand, and the sand went from 4 to about 12. The $2,000 turned into 5,100. I then put that in a few trades and made 3 trades at 180, 180, and 150, I believe. That was about 360, about 500 added. So I turned the $2,000 into 5,500 in about a week. Was super excited about that. Then I split those into some other ventures, and now we're looking at now we're taking a look at Zilliqua. I like Zilliqua and where it's at. I'm going to discuss Zilliqua. I recently entered Zilliqua. I'll show you what else I like. I like Waves. I recently entered Waves. Sand, Ocean, and Waves, man. Waves at 655. Really nice place to be. In my opinion, I like Waves at 655. We're also going to take a look at Ocean. Sand, Waves, and Ocean. I know you guys are laughing your butts off. Hey, this guy is a beach lover, a sand guy. Hey, wow, though. Ocean taking a huge dump. Interesting. Wow, so Ocean took a dump last night from 69 all the way back to 54. That's interesting. Does have me a little disheartened. I own a long bag of that. Why did Ocean take a dump like that? What are you doing, Ocean? What are you doing, buddy? So look at Ocean is in this giant double bottom. If we clear away all the nonsense, right? Ocean's in this giant double bottom. Looking beautiful, in my opinion. I can hear you calling sports on the radio. Thanks, man. I hope I can one day. That would be really cool. I'd love to do that, actually. And here we are, 4th down. Tom Brady with the ball. Oh, and he ran in. He ran in for a touchdown, folks, from the 4-yard line. Bringing it back to Troy Aikman. Troy, what do you think, man? Anyway, Ocean, USDT. And look at this beautiful double bottom. I mean, right? So yeah, we had our pullback. Strange little pullback there. But you know what happens? It happens, right? Let's look at support and resistance lines and see what we're doing here. You can see we're hitting that support and resistance area. And Ocean almost went, kind of went to all-time highs. A lot of these coins just touched their all-time highs, which is strange. Usually when something gets that high, they go into price discovery. You know, for it to retrace that fast when it touched its all-time high. I mean, I guess its all-time high is here at 72, but it got very, very close. Just remember, these coins are very close to their all-time highs. Okay? A lot of them. A lot of them have pumped a little pretty good, though. Let's take a look at the 4 hour, though. The 4 hour is resetting on almost a lot of these coins. So get ready, man. Showing me signs of a pump, you know? Okay, now let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We do the same thing every day, guys. The same 4 things. A lot of you people still don't get it. I know. I see beginner traders still trying to make trades without looking at these 4 elements. And I tell them, like, you cannot consider yourself a crypto trader if you're not going over Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, total and total 2 every morning. Why not throw DeFi perp in there as well? If you're not doing those things, then you're having an issue, and you're going to have an issue, and you're not going to see. It's like if your house had 5 windows and you wanted to look out only one of them, which was your altcoins chart. You got to look at all 5 windows, man. You got to open each door. You got to. Arigato. Sounds like some type of Japanese language, but what I'm saying is you can't, if you don't want to do the full work in this game, you will get burned. A lot of people get into crypto and they don't make a lot of money. They get burned. It's because crypto really makes you do a lot of research. Okay, I'm not saying the stock market doesn't either, but the stock market, you just have to understand the Dow Jones and the stock you're trading. Maybe take a look at a bit of the dollar index and some gold, and that's kind of your window for the stock market. As a stock trader, I think you should be looking at gold, silver, the dollar index, the Dow, before you get into any trade. It's kind of a similar idea, and the more you get into trading, the more you realize the environment you need to create and how many things affect that environment. And you can't just go willy-nilly whenever you want. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, okay? So let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Trending on the daily in a way, right? Ever since this low of 2018, you can say it has been trending. But we're in a bit of a downtrend here. We came back up. We're coming back down. I mean, this is why the alts rallied hard, right? None of the people, I have a lot of friends too. Why is Bitcoin going down? What's going on? You just have to come to my channel and actually pay attention and maybe take some notes and do some actual research. And, you know, people that don't want to put in the work are the people that I hear whining and crying and complaining the most, you know, and it can get on your nerves a little bit, especially a guy like me. I don't even know how many people DM me or family, friends asking me stuff. Why is Bitcoin going down? And I say, hey, join my group and I'll show you what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. And they refuse. A month later, they say the same thing to me, and it goes on, and it's a running story. And I finally just say, hey, you know, if you don't want to do the due diligence, then maybe you should just sell your crypto and get out of the game, you know? I'm not here to baby you. I'm here to help you learn, you know, and bring you to the next level. If you do not want to go to the next level, I can't force that on you. If you don't want to take the time to research what you're investing in and how to make the most out of it, then I guess you're just not, you're not a lifer, man. You know, I don't want every single person to be a lifer. I think you should have to work to become a crypto lifer, right? It doesn't come easy, man. So anyway, take a look at Bitcoin dominance. It's in a falling wedge on the daily. Looks like it could break out of the falling wedge. We have a strange little bottom here on the stochastics, right? And so, and you also see that we're kind of forming a rounded bottom here on the last bit of the MACD, starting to turn. And we're very oversold on the RSI. These indicators are telling me something is coming. Let me take off the Discord that's making that sound. So to me, something is coming. We're getting low at 63. We've already made a bit of a bounce. It's going to be a little struggle to trade all altcoins. So if this can go up to the top, right, you're going to see altcoins suffer. And so this is when people who are in altcoins are like, well, what's going on with my altcoins? Well, did you look at Bitcoin dominance? You see that Bitcoin is bullish right now. I showed you the 4 hour is low and the daily is low, right? Every time those two things have occurred, Bitcoin has made a bit of a move. We have that to back test, so we can assume that this is where what's gonna be going on, right? So with that being said, right, we have to assume right now that dominance also wants to move with Bitcoin as Bitcoin makes another rally. I feel like altcoins may take a bit of a hit. That's the indication I'm getting. Yeah, I could be wrong, but that's the indication I'm getting. And you can already see in the last 12 hours, altcoins have taken a bit of a hit. You saw Ocean going from 68 to 52. You saw Aave going from 190, 290, a high of 288, and consolidating back to 239. I wouldn't worry about Aave as it bounced off the 21-day moving average on the 4-hour, and it's about to reset. Aave is something I really stress. It's going to be going parabolic. To me, I would just buy dips every time. Buy here, buy there, take a nibble here. We're touching the 21-day moving average. Really good sign on the 4-hour too. That's really where the price wants to get back to, especially after a surge and a half that we've had in Aave. Let me give you a look at Aave because it's pretty outrageous. It's annoying that song had like someone moving like rapper around in it. It's like, come on, man. What are you doing that for? So take a look here. We have Aave, the low on January 11th. Okay. January 11th, man. You could have got Aave at 94. It is the 26th. 15 days later, Aave is sitting at $254. So, yeah. Just a lot of gains, man. A lot of gains coming. Take a look at Algo, Aave, all the things of that nature. So, Bitcoin dominance, man. Yeah, to me right now, looks like it wants to rip. And I would watch your alts. I really would. Looks like we can at least, at the very least, get to 67. And hopefully we get rejected there. I'm trying to look for some bearish signs for you guys. We do see moving averages cross. We just had the 50 cross, the 200. That's a death cross. So that's a good sign. You know, I mean, it's a good sign. We want a death cross. We are high in the Stokes on the 4-hour. It's another good sign for dominance. So could we come up here? Then the altcoins will rally again. So the altcoins, so maybe we come up a little bit. We hit this 50-day moving average. We get rejected. We come back down. We make a double bottom here, right? And then it starts to make its way up out of the pattern. Hopefully gets rejected and continues to the downside for the alts. But a little bit of a Bitcoin rally seems to be in play. If today is Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, because the 4-hour takes a couple days to play out into fruition. So, yeah, so there you go. So Bitcoin dominance. Now we're going to roll into total and total too. And then this is what you come here for. As someone new, I have a question. I hear a lot about Bitcoin dominance hurting alts, but I've seen my alts grow as Bitcoin goes up. Yes, Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin can go up without Bitcoin dominance, you know. And I've seen my alts grow as the alt. Yes, but see, this is the thing. Here's the deal. This is going to be a loaded question, so hold this thought. I'm going to go to total too. And then we're going to come back to that, and we're going to answer that question for you. So if you have 5-10 minutes, stick with me, and we're going to get into it. Wow. I'm actually kind of in shock right now to see this. Last night we were playing with remember yesterday during the live stream, we were playing with that $1 trillion. Playing with the 1 trillion. This is becoming a bit of a bull pennant to me, though. Not an ascending triangle, because we have higher lows with lower highs. And a descending triangle, would have the same lows with more impending lower highs coming down. You know, it has the beginnings of it, but to me, it's more of a bull pennant. So bull pennant, total market cap. I feel like we're just testing the bottom. 200-day moving average. This looks very healthy to me for a big move to the upside. $1.4 trillion. That would take the entire market cap from $900 billion to $1.4 trillion, guys. So, yeah. That's what I gotta say to you guys. That it's telling me that we're breaking to the up. Now, if we break to the downside, let's give you your bearish momentum. The reason why that's more highly unlikely is the 200-day moving average right here, and we're bouncing off of it. A lot of times that acts as beautiful, beautiful support. So our next big region is these wicks here, and then this next little chunk level. So we really defended 820 billion. We bounced here, came all the way back up to the trillion, bounced here, came all the way back up to the trillion. Now we're taking a lower bounce. It's like, okay, we don't want to bounce as low anymore. Our new low is 918. Really defending it. You can also see the 4-hour wants to make a turn again. The daily is actually getting ready to make a move too. So the 4-hour and the daily for the total market cap look hot to drop. So for me to say I'm bearish right now would be just kind of nuts. We could backtest all this stuff and show you that these are momentumous moves when we come out of the lower part of the stochastics RSI. So yeah, I am bullish on the total market cap. Looks like we're going to get up to 1.4 trillion. Okay. Now your question was, as someone new, I have a question. I hear a lot about Bitcoin dominance hurting alts, but I've seen my alts grow as Bitcoin goes up. Now, have you though? You know, have you? Because alts have grown more in the last 3 weeks. Like, let's take a look at Aave, like we went over for you. But we showed you, I mean, on January 11th, we were $90. So in 2 weeks, alts have exploded. What has Bitcoin done in the last 2 weeks? It's gone down, right? So maybe you've seen a few of your alts go up. Like, for instance, look at today is a pretty red day, right? Look at this. A lot of red. 17% down for Engine Coin. People took some profits. Front down 14%. Cover down 12%. Litecoin up is down. A lot of the up tokens down. Link is down. Link up is down. BZRX. Everyone took some profits, right? Ocean is down pretty bad, actually. Hedgic. A lot of stuff is down. But if we hit the change button here and we look, we see there's a few coins that are still pumping. XVS, 35% today. Alpha, 26% today. Matic, 21% today. Unify, up 19%. We were talking about Unify, and I said how it follows Uni. I brought it up yesterday on the channel, and I showed you we had a cup and a little cup, and I said it's probably going to explode. I basically kind of gave you this idea yesterday. I kind of fell through it. Meaning I just saw it and realized it as it happened. It wasn't a big plan of mine, but I said, guys, like this cup with a little cup, these are bullish patterns. Looks like you could easily gap up and then continue, you know, and you get all the way up to 14. We were showing you that at 863 yesterday, and it's already up 25%. Unify. It's going to follow Uni, man. If Uni goes up, Unify will go up. And look, it did exactly that. Remember that guy was asking about NKL, and we were down here at the bottom, 13. Just something to think about anyway. So there's still coins that are up. Bondly is up today, probably with the Bridge news, right? Bridge Mutual getting into Bondly. Bit of a double bottom for Bondly. Look at this, right? That's bullish in my opinion and forming a new uptrend. Bondly's getting hot. NFTs are going to explode. I really want to stress the idea that you want to have NFTs in your portfolio. You can't just say, oh, it's I don't understand that. I don't want to get into that. I think that approach is horrible, right? Not wanting to get into something because you don't understand it or because you think it's like the tech is just too hard for you. I hear that from too many of my close friends, especially my colleagues. I just don't want to get into Binance. That sounds too difficult. A VPN sounds like a headache to me. I have a friend who's a lawyer here from Massachusetts, really good guy, and he didn't say any of that stuff. I met him. I started discussing this with him. He said, dude, I think your knowledge is amazing, and I would like to have some of it. I would like to learn. And I said, I'll teach you everything I have. I'll give it all away to you for free, man. You're my buddy. I've known you for 20 years. Let me know what you need. And he got into Binance. He got a MetaMask. He has 2 kids, man. And his wife is like skeptical of what he's doing. And he's in Binance. He's on Uniswap. He just bought Cake the other night. He started farming for Reef. Like, he gets it. He gets it. But I have 10 friends, and of my 10 friends, he was the only one that really wanted it and wanted to pick up on how to make passive income. I have other friends that are just like, oh, I trade the stock market. I don't need that. It's like, to me, it's like, why not? I would never say no to the stock market. I would never say no to new progressive information, especially technology. I discussed Theta with you guys over and over again. I said Theta has consolidated. It went all the way up to 253. I said it's consolidating here between 190 and 210. I said this is it. I said, you know it's bullish. It's one of the most bullish coins in the game. I said, look at this pennant. And it's only, I said, now it's been consolidating since the 2nd of January. 3-week consolidation for a coin like this. I also drew you a bowl yesterday, if you remember, because I remember drawing the bowl for you guys. And I drew you a bowl, and I said, remember, when you're in the bowl, this is where you accumulate. This is accumulation. Theta, man. And look, we broke out, retested, and continued up. Double bottom on the 21-day moving average. Okay, 4 hours a little spent, but that daily wants to rocket like a rocket ship. And we got more room to go in the Stokes, got more room on the RSI, and the MACD is having a bullish cross pending. So this is a coin that's up today 8%, and I feel like it's going to establish itself and get all the way up to $3.45 and continue on a run. If you don't know what Theta is, you can go to theta.tv, man. And this is another thing, is there's so much information in the space. You can trade Tesla on cake now. Like, people realize you can start trading stocks now, right? So this is theta.tv, man. It is a lot of gaming, a lot of gamers and stuff of that nature, but it's a YouTube type setting. This guy's doing acoustic stuff on a, you know, so it's a YouTube type setting where you can create a profile, create your own content, and engage with people, right? So this is theta.tv, man. And integrated with the Theta coin, they also have T-Fuel, which runs, it's like the gas, like the Ethereum gas. So please, man, they already have a running product. They already have a running site. This is going to be huge. High society right there, chilling in games. Hey, there's a Sam. Salty white folks. Funny. One is just weird TV. Just, you know, but this is just something to show you guys. Worth investing in. It's already got a working product. It's already doing its thing, you know. Not every investment is on the stock market. So, a lot of the Amazons, a lot of the IBMs, a lot of the Microsofts, they're going to come out of this sector. The derivatives market is going to get re-envisioned. Think about it. Any market that needs money to move fast is going to go to blockchain. Whatever coin is set. Now, if you're into making a lot of money, if you understand the derivatives market, if that's something you can realize you would like a piece of, okay, then SNX is a coin that you don't want to miss. SNX is being pushed by a hedge fund owner, a previous hedge fund guy who worked at a hedge fund, Tika Tawari. Now, you guys heard his name, and you may say, oh, this and that. But he's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars advertising his own personal trade list. And he's on YouTube every day with ads, and he's running ads on Spotify. He's running ads everywhere. Okay, and what is he pumping the most? SNX. When you finally find out what his number one pick is, it's SNX. And why? Because SNX is set up to be able to handle movement in the derivatives market. It's a market mover. It's a derivatives market mover. Okay, so SNX, man, you can see it went to a high of 18 just yesterday. Okay, we were getting in at 10 and 8 down in here as we were about to break out. See, and this is why we talk about my channel. Here is even a breakout at $3. Here's that next level here at about 8. And then I got in on a wick here when we wicked down to 10 off of the 21-day moving average. And continuing to do its thing. About to go up on the daily. You can see maybe a possible double bottom. So maybe we retest like this. But I'm bullish overall on SNX. And you can see it's continuing to head in the right direction. Shout out to Stone1YGM, thank you so much. I guess I'm referring to the top market alts that I'm in. They seem to follow Bitcoin. They do, but not in Bitcoin pairing. The USDT pair will follow them, but not the Bitcoin pairing. You're actually losing Bitcoin sometimes, and you don't realize that. The name of the game is to own more Bitcoin, right? That's the name of the game. Like, look at Bitcoin Gold. Had you bought this for Bitcoin in September, look how much Bitcoin you would have lost. This is the BTG-BTC pair. You got to look at the BTC pair. At the end of the day, you want more BTC. Had you played BQX, BTC, look how much more Bitcoin you would own right now. So on January 8th, you would have bought this for your Bitcoin. You'd have 670% more Bitcoin right now. Literally in the last 5 days. BQX, wow. Went from 399 Satoshis all the way up. Wow. This is insane. This is something I didn't really discuss. No one really discussed, but BQX. Interesting. Voyager on, oh yeah, that was Voyager. That's why I didn't I see the name Voyager, but I didn't realize. Now it's flagging, in my opinion. Broke to the downside, came back in. It's starting to flag. This thing is hot. You can see the daily is resetting on the Stokes. Wants more. I think this is just beginning. We pulled fibs on this. We were looking at it. Look at Voyager. Wow. Breaking out of the falling wedge and doing damage. 670%. So if you had 1 Bitcoin, you threw it in here, you ended up with 6 Bitcoin, right? Unbelievable. You would have 6x your BTC piles doing this move here on BQX. And this is why you trade BTC pairs. The BTC pairs are what's going to freaking take you to that next level, you know? So yeah, BQX for Bitcoin, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at that. So the idea is to get more BTC by using the BTC pairs. This is another reason why I like this better than the stock market. We have way more pairs. In the stock market, it's USD for your stock, and that's it. You can't stake it. You can't claim it. You can't earn it. You can't burn it. You can't do anything with that stock, but leave it there. You can't move it. You can't send it. You know, all of the stuff I have, the copy for the stuff I have, honestly, right, is my whole point is, like, for instance, your stock, I could send, like, friend, I bought EGLD. Someone wants to buy something from me. Once I show them EGLD and they get into the project, I say, hey, you want some EGLD? I'll give you $100 worth of EGLD. I could send every single coin I have to anyone for payment. You can't do that with the stock market. You can't, you know? So I can stake every one of these coins for additional rewards. You can't do that in the stock market, okay? The gains to me are comparable, if not better, in crypto. So I think you can make more money in crypto and your money can work for you. So anyone that wants to not at least, if you have a $10,000 portfolio, you don't want to at least take $500 and start to learn and earn with crypto, I think you're ignorant. I do. And I'm going to say that out loud. I think you're being very ignorant, and I think you're blocking yourself from an entire world of opportunity. Also, this is going to be how DeFi is in the future. Everyone's going to have to learn how to grab a coin, send a coin, stake a coin. The faster you understand this, the more you'll be able to help others and be at the forefront of where a financial ecosystem is moving today. So it's up to you. Like, do you want to be at the forefront, or do you want to wait for someone to show you, you know? And that's what Crypto Lifer is all about. Like, it's about me being proactive with my life. I'm not waiting for someone to show me what's going on. It just seems like, you know, I took my life extremely seriously. Being liquidated for 1,500% makes you hard. LLPL. Jesus. That's horrible. Never happened to me, thank God. But yeah, today would be a day, man. Look at Matic. Let's take a look at Matic finally making a move. And we were looking at Matic in this consolidated bull. And then I even saw Matic the other night. We were looking at it in a bit of an ascending triangle almost. You could see like this. And you can see it's following that 21-day moving average as well. Overall target for Matic is just going to pull your length of your pole and swing that on up. That's going to send Matic up into the 5-cent region. Big deal for Matic. Really big deal. Take a look at that. That's going to send it pretty, all-time highs. Matic is really approaching its all-time high now. Big coin, getting into the DeFi space. There's talk about Matic working with Polkadot, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I've heard some of that nature. You can see we're pointing up on the daily and about to make a move. Matic looks great. How would you get into this? I would basically look at, wow, we bounced off the low here, came back up to the top. Now we're retesting. That's a clear retest. You can see how we're retesting. The 1 hour does want to reset. You see that? Or we could do a double top, which would get us a little higher. Just caution that we're this high in the Stokes. That's all. I do love to get down here, right? It would have been great to buy the bottom of the pattern like I show you and I teach. I teach how to find, basically I have a checklist. My checklist consists of 12 things that all have to occur before I get into a trade. If those things do not occur, then I do not get into the trade. What I do, and I'm going to share some of them with you, is I buy in the last 25% of the pattern from here to the right. I buy when the price hits the bottom of the pattern. Okay. I ride out. I get in and I take these breakouts to the top. High risk because you don't know for sure if it's going to break down right here. And that's why your stop loss is right around here. And it's a close stop loss. You play it close to the bone. And 9 out of 10 times, if you do it properly, if you wait for it to come down and you switch to the 15 or the 1 minute and you actually get in on this wick as the wick occurs, stop loss is almost virtually protected, you know, but you have to know how to maximize that. This is something, what you have to do is you have to see the stock kind of do this first. So what's happening, you're going to see a stock do this. This is what I do. From there, I already start my pattern. I preemptively begin the pattern. Okay. And I say, you know, stocks usually, or coins, like to go up, down, up, down. They like to stay in a channel until they either fall to the downside or break to the upside. It's one or the other, right? And that's how I play these, man. Very basic, very simple, right? So once I see that the price starts to move towards the bottom of the channel, I throw an alert like right around here on the white line. I right click it and I throw an alert right there. Now, once I have the alert there, boom, I wait for the price to get there. When the price gets there, I flip to the 15, even the 1 minute, and I wait for what's called bullish divergence at that area. When I see established bullish divergence, I start to ladder into the trade. And that's how you can perfect buys at the bottom of the trend line in order not to get kicked out of the trade. And it takes extreme patience, it takes extreme focus, and it takes a plan. It all has to be planned out. You also have to understand patterns so you can preemptively begin to draw them. This is a skill that takes an acquired set of time. You're not going to be as good at me at doing this at first. It's going to take you some time to perfect this. But this is really where the money is made. This is how it is. It's about planning a trade from the beginning and moving forward with the plan from the, you know, and just in move that's what it's all about, my friends. Okay? Extremely important that you're doing this. Extremely important that you're at least attempting to do things of this nature. Because if you're not, you're always going to wonder how I'm making my trades and where I'm at. Shout out to Bitcoin. I got my Bitcoin shirt on today. Representing. Oh, let me put on my Chizane. I love this. It's an ounce of silver hanging. And it's a coin that says Liberty. It's a buffalo. It has a buffalo on the back and a Native American head on the front. Silver is the most reflective metal in the world. Also, people don't know that silver conducts electricity better than gold. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. A lot of people think it's gold. But if you do your research, you'll find out that silver conducts electricity better than gold. Even better. So silver, man, has amazing properties. It's one of the most amazing metals in the world, right? So I like rocking the silver coin on the platinum gold chain. They seem to match almost really well together and they look beautiful. So yeah, man, I created this chain to tell myself that it's about freedom and liberty, man. Let's take a look at OMG. You said you got wrecked in OMG recently a little bit there. Let's see what's happening for OMG. I mean, OMG's forming the bull, guys, you know, like we discussed, especially on the 4 hour. And we're low on the Stokes down here. I tell you what. Take a look at the bull here for OMG. So yeah, man. Again, let me show you my little voodoo. So right now I'm going to look at OMG. I start studying the end of this and seeing what I see. I see a bit of a shoulder head and inverted head and shoulder. I go to the 1 hour, you could possibly show it to you there. Yeah, I see a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. I do. Do you? Can you draw these out? Do you see them as fast as me? If not, maybe you should study this stuff because it'll help you. Coming off the side, looks like we're going to swing right on the shoulder and boom back to the upside. About 480 is my target for OMG. What I also like to see is the 1 hour is resetting on the Stokes. That's a good sign. The 4 hour is resetting on the Stokes. That's a good sign. The daily is resetting on the Stokes. Okay, that's what I call the triple entendre. Okay, this looks a lot like sand. This looks a lot like sand and dot. Remember, high up on the side, coming through, huge breakout to the upside. Looks like OMG's actually planning its escape out the skins, so to speak. Little biggie line there, but yeah, wow. Yeah, and then it's going to be an all-time highs pretty fast, pretty easily, and then into price discovery. OMG, man, on the way to $10, $12, $11 a coin. I mean, here all the way up at $9.18. Okay, so temporary target is just previous resistance at about 470. And we're inside of this bowl. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So yeah, 335 for OMG, man. I really like where it's sitting. Now I look at the 1 hour. I mean, to see all these like this, you might make me make a live trade because this is, this is maybe my call of the week right now. Wow. Yeah, I mean, every single time frame is reset on the stochastics. I haven't seen that in many coins. That's a huge sign, man. It's a really good sign. And wow. So yeah, I'm going to get my mindset on OMG. Look for me to put out a trade on that in the trading group later on today. I'm going to hone in on this. Down 5% today too, which is nice. We can buy on a dip. We have everything working for us. Let's take a look at Reef. Reef falling back a little bit. You know, the Reef farm's about to end tomorrow, right? So, you know, that's probably people are going to start coming and selling their Reef. You know, it's going to happen, but it doesn't matter. We all got our Reef for free as we were farming cake, right? Staking cake. 313% at the high, still holding 200% gains. Unbelievable. I mean, last time it was up 158 and we got even more. So Reef continuing up, about to hit its all-time high. Its all-time high, candle-wise, is about, 2.5 cents. We can follow this wick for the time it came out. Look how high we have to go. It came all the way out at 30 cents. So it has a way to go. But Reef, man, Reef Finance, a lot of people don't understand what it is. They don't get it, but I love it. I love it, man. So yeah, a lot of stuff is happening with Cake, man. Cake now comes out and says that you can trade Google, Amazon, and Tesla on Binance Smart Chain. You can trade stocks now on Binance Smart Chain. I mean, you can't trade coins on stocks. So we got every game coming to us. Soon I'm going to be able to trade every stock with the coins. I'm not going to even have to go into the stock market. I'm going to have derivative assets, or I'm going to have a bridge to the assets. The game is going to come to me. And then everyone who isn't here has to come over to this side. They don't realize that yet. I don't know why. But I guess, the human mind is stubborn and it sits in its own pathways, and it gets into a habit and it doesn't like change. And, the quicker you are to progress and move and bend and be versatile, the better off you're going to be. Especially with the moving markets and what's happening as we move forward with technology in the space. You don't play games with your future by not wanting to learn. That's all I'm saying. BLZ USDT, silver undervalued for sure. Yeah. Scroll up for my requested tickers. CLLOY. Okay, I feel like we did enough today. We talked about a lot. Let's just look at total. We looked at total 2. I see total 2 in a rising wedge, which is, 68% chance of a break to the downside. But we've seen about 8 or 9 out of 10 rising wedges break to the upside in cryptocurrency. You also remember that these rising wedges are created by the heavy demand, right? So they're basically patterns that show divisive emotions really wanting to buy, Looks like we can get all the way up to 489, possibly to the $500 billion mark. Why do you think where do you think FALR is headed? It eclipsed XRP's price in the IOUs on Bitrue yesterday. Interesting. So if you're like me, we all got the Flare token. If you own, you got exactly 1-to-1 of the Flare token. He's telling me that it's above, you know. So I had about 25,000 XRP. Okay. Now I times that by 0.026, which is the price today. Oh no, 25,000 times 0.26. That gives me $6,500 worth of XRP. Now, we got the exact same amount of Flare tokens, 1-to-1. So if you held XRP in your Coinbase account, you are going to get the Flare token. If you got on your Binance, you're going to get the Flare token. Anyone that had a snapshot on the day, which was about like December something, you got your Flare tokens. It's going to take about a year, 18 months to get all your tokens, though. Maybe even 2 years. You get them in sections. But right now we're hearing, right now he said that the IOUs are worth more than XRP. Let's just say they're worth the 26 cents, right? So I just doubled up. That I really just turned the 6K into 12K because of a Flare airdrop? And it's very possible. And this is another reason there's no airdrops in the stock market. Yes, every once in a while you do get a coupled stock. One time I was holding a stock, I think called Fluent, and I got Red Velvet for free. And it was $800. I sold it. So yes, you can get these things, but it's not as prevalent. It doesn't happen all the time. This is happening daily in crypto, seconds in crypto, every minute in crypto. This is something you're starting to see all the time. So yeah, you can play the games that you want to play. It is what it is. Yo, hit those likes, man. We got 26 people. If you're watching and you don't hit the like button, I don't know what to tell you, man. Shout out to everybody on the live stream. Let's do a roll call, man. Roll call. Roll call, guys. Roll call. Who showed up today? Trade Intuition was the first, man. Thank you so much, man. St. Elmo, my boy. Nice to hear someone who can talk without sounding like they're catching on fire. I understand that. Cool as bruh. Frankie Rodriguez. Nicholas Dicker. Nikki Dicker. Just messing with you, man, but I'm sorry I had to do that. Hadouken AM. Levi 502. The Future Capitalist. Oswaldo Solis. BS Social Swap, my man. The Future Capitalist. Frankie back in there. Dirt Bike P, my dude. My dude. That makes me think of Prodigy for whatever reason. Dirt Bike P, dude. Young Poppy fan. Should I sell my XRP? I did. It's up to you, though. Mohit Singla, my man. Young Poppy fan. I like that. Jay Palin Ayuk. I've never seen you, man. A new guy. That's so awesome. Where do you think eGold is going long and short term? Thanks. We'll take a look at EGLD for you. One of my favorite coins. Yeah, everyone here. Chrissy Fouts. Chrissy, thank you. Always bringing that energy, Chrissy. Appreciate it. Jesse B. Legendary. My man, Legendary. D. Harrison up in here. My man, Julian Aschenbroich. Suh. What is suh? S-U-H-H. Anyway, S-U-U-H. Julian, I have no idea what you're saying, man. Thank you guys so much for coming into the live stream, though, and bringing the energy, bringing the vibes. You guys rock. You really do. Okay. I saw some tickers to go over. We have a bunch of stuff to discuss. We are not done yet. We're not even close to done yet. Okay. So here we go. Just huge news for Cake, man. You can stake Cake and earn EGLD. EGLD is like one of my top favorite coins. We talk about it all the time. So always good, mate. Shout out to St. Elmo. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to everyone. We have 228 members in the trading room. Unbelievable, man, to see that many people in the trading room. We get a new member almost every single day. We get more members in the trading room than we get in subscribers on YouTube. Injective is partnering. Here's some news quick. Injective is partnering with Alliance Block to launch decentralized oil and gas futures. In traditional finance, oil and gas futures encompass a multi-trillion-dollar market. For the first time, DeFi users will be able to gain access to these assets. Injective is partnering with Alliance Block. This is the year that crypto merges with fintech. 333 on the entire crypto market space. Loving the 333s. Uni still pumping at 1250 and wants more. Went all the way up to 1329. I got into Uni at about 770 just the other day. Unbelievable. And it continued to rip. Now it's just, it's gone, man. It's gone. Uni is gone, man. Wow. VeChain. Talk about VeChain all the time. Still doing its thing. Up out of the bull. Starting to make its move. Just keep accumulating VeChain. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a huge coin in the space. Can you take a look at ETN? I've been following it for a while, but I just saw someone dump 20K into it on Alt Street Beats. Isn't that Electronium? I bought this coin a long time ago. Isn't that funny? I know this coin. I know exactly which one it is. ETN is Electronium. Electronium was a coin that you could mine on your phone. It was supposed to be the coolest, newest, awesomest thing in the world. I bought a bunch of Electronium. At one point, it was worth about $5,000, my bag of Electronium. A coin that you could mine on your phone. It was innovative. It was new. It was supposed to be an amazing coin. Kind of died off. Cryptopia also got hacked, and they had a lot of customers who were owning Electronium. I actually still have my Electronium that got hacked at Cryptopia. So I'm still waiting on to see if I ever get that back. It took a beautiful pump and then a dump. Yeah, I don't know, man. I own a bag of it. If I ever get my bags back, I'll ride it. It's a half a penny right now. There's a chance it could go up to the upside. I really feel like, I don't know, man. I'm not into their team. I miss mining ETN too, man. It's funny, you guys are old school. If you knew what Electronium was, then you're an old school guy. So shout out to you guys, man. Nice to see some really OGs in the space. You can see that's how good I am at the space. He says ETN. I have a story about it. I used to own it. I know what it is. I know exactly what's going on in the space. You know, I don't know everything, but it's interesting when I get hit with these random tokens and I know about them. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Electronium. I know exactly. And that's why you come here, because you can't buy that. You can't learn that. That came from years of experience that I give you guys. Crypto Lifer, YFDI looking good, but disappeared from my MetaMask. They've told me how to recover the account, so looking forward to seeing it in my account again. Yeah, if it disappears, if anything disappears from your MetaMask, also it shouldn't be in your MetaMask. You should have been staking that. You shouldn't have it in your MetaMask. You should be staking your YFDI. I love you all, but okay. These coins are going to go up in value, okay? So if you have a chance to stake, I know some people are nervous to stake, okay? Let me show you how I've been staking, and I have $2,000 staked in the account, okay? Because what happens is once you stake, they leave your wallet, and the smart contract, you give them to the smart contract. You don't have you have access to them. You can unstake at any time. But the smart contract has the coins, right? So you shouldn't have YFDI in your wallet if you're listening to the Crypto Lifer, because you should be staking this. This is paying me 7% a month to hold. So let me show you what's going on here. And I've brought this up numerous times on the show. I don't think everyone always understands what's going on. So let me show you again. And I brought this up. I think this is the 5th or 6th time I've done this, but why not do it again for all you guys? So you take a look at YFDI, okay? I even have a video about this in my channel if you need to check that out in the content section. But you look at YFDI, okay? Interesting. Today's the first day I don't see my stake. It says pending. You see this? This is a little weird. Am I on the wrong? Sometimes I'm on Binance Smart Chain. Let me see what's going on. Today, I don't see my YFDI. It's pretty weird. Yeah, look, I'm on the Binance Smart Chain. And because I'm on the Binance Smart Chain, it can't read my wallet, okay? You can add different chains to your MetaMask, okay? I showed you guys how to add the Binance Smart Chain. You add a custom RPC. You have to load the host, all sorts of different things. I have all that information for you if you need it. And I added the Binance Smart Chain, BSC, which is now how you can trade Tesla, which is now how you use Cake. The Binance Smart Chain really going to help you out in many different ways. So please get yourself on that next level. If you need any help, reach out to someone in my Telegram group. We have someone here. There's no excuses not to make passive income at this point. Okay? There's no excuses not to make passive income. Okay? So here, how you stake. How you're going to stake is very simple. So how you stake is this, is like this. You have it in your MetaMask. You go to yfi.finance.com. Make sure that you're in an applicable country or place. And then you just hit stake. You hit max and you hit the stake button. You confirm. You pay the gas fee and you're in there like swimwear. Now, let me show you what's been going on. Let me show you what's been going on. So I bought this coin for $2,000 when it was $1,600 and I got 1.22 of them. Now look, had I just not staked, I'd have 1.22 times the 34.59, and that would give me 4,200. I turned 2,000 into 4,200 in about 2 months, and it's paying me. That's the thing. It's paying me 72% a year. So my 2,000 was going to turn into about 3,800 no matter what, even if the coin didn't go up at all. If the coin didn't even go up at all, I was going to come away with 70% gains if the coin stayed the same. Now, let's look at my fees. Let's look how much I earned in my pending claim here is 0.144227. We're going to times that, right, by that 3,459. And I've earned $500 stake in this coin, man. So you've thrown away money if you're not staking. Throwing away money, you know, tossing it in the garbage, you know, just saying, hey, you know. So super important that you are staking your coins, my friends, because every little bit helps. And this market, what happens when this goes up to $10,000? This coin's set to go to 40, 50K or more. There's a chance this coin go to 100K. One of these, just one. There's only a very small circulating supply of this coin, okay? Tiny circulating supply. I could go over your tickers, guys, today, but honestly, I'm giving you guys like data that's important. I will get to tickers in a second, but this is just important data. Look, there's 4,072 of these coins. There's only going to be 21,000 of them. I own almost 2 of them now. So only what if everyone owned 2, there would only be 2,000 people who own this coin. The market cap is consistently growing. Okay, it hadn't reached above 12 in a long time. And now it is doing its thing. $14.158 million market cap. This thing's up 30% in 30 days. 40%. And we look at it in 180 days on the chart, and this thing was all the way down at $360 in September. So it's already done a 10x. It's done a 10x in 3 months. And it pays you to own it? There's nothing like this in the stock market. Nothing. So you already 10x'd. You're already going to get 72% on top of the 10x. Come on, man. They also are going to have safe swap, which is going to be a big thing. So if you're not staking, I get it. There was a few months where I wasn't staking, so I'm not going to act like I knew it all. But once you're a lifer and you're in my channel and we're really going over these things together constantly, super important that you begin to stake your coins. You begin to maximize your profits in the best way you can, okay? Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. Best to look up when the gas fees are low. How do I get into your Telegram group? The Telegram group is in the link right here, and it's free. Right here, you just hit Telegram, Crypto Lifer Trading. Very simple, in the description. Very simple. Best to look up when the gas fees are low. Yeah, their roadmap is dope. It is. The roadmap is amazing. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a big coin when I first got into it. I put it up, guys, on your radar a long, long time ago. If you look at my channel, so much data in my channel besides my live streams, really. There's actually even, my live streams are great, but anyway, if you take a look at the videos, 890 subscribers, we really need that 1,000, man, so I can monetize. Like, guys, just go out and whore yourself for me. Every one of you be on the street with a freaking billboard. Please, yo, please. We have 800 people. How could 800 people not pull in 110 people? I don't buy it. I don't buy it, man. Get the passion. Let's get going, man. Let's get going. Anyway, this is gonna play games and not load, right? So that's cool, right? But there's content, trading news, and videos to the playlist. But there's so much information here, man. I show you why I've died. This list is great. You know, XRP analysis, trillions, all different information for you guys. But there's a video in there. What did I miss last night on the video call? All right, so I was going to show you guys this in another stream, but what we went over is the possible pi cycle for Bitcoin on the BLX, okay? Now, the title of my video, right? Are we going to 20K again? Okay? I want to answer that question, and I want to answer it to the best of my abilities. We're going to do that with the BLX. What is the BLX? It's the Brave New Coin Index for Bitcoin, okay? Seems to be kind of stuck, which is weird. Doesn't seem to be moving. Bitcoin's sitting at 32K though, coming back up from that 31,000. Just went up $1,000. So Bitcoin just bounced off the bottom trend line there at 30,700. Came back up to 32.8. Now we're kind of in the middle part. And I showed you, man, the daily is very bullish. So I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm calm out here. Cake at 115. Unbelievable. So BLX, let's take a look at it. It's weird how it's just like stuck, but it's moving. It'll eventually, I guess, maybe it updates slower. So we're going to go here to this template that, shout out to Jose who showed me this. Patricio, man, my dude. So many people are so good to me, man, and he helps me out so much. So here's the Joey P Future Master and the Joey P Pi Cycle, right? So we take the Pi Cycle, and we're going to show you the Pi Cycle. You have to hit log here. Make it logarithmic. And I have to right-click this setting and turn this white. This is the stock to flow, man. So we got the stock to flow out here. We got to go to the weekly. Now take a look at Bitcoin, okay? And this is what we were looking at. Interesting. Pi cycle tops of Bitcoin, okay? Now, here's Bitcoin coming up. We have a pi cycle top at a 150, but it was like a fake top because we didn't get to the top of the red line. So the fake top was here, and what we do is you pull a line from that fake top, and you can see that top is where we eventually would bottom at 149. We would get all the way up to that $1,500, and then they said Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin went from $1,500 back all the way to $169. And that happened from November 23rd all the way back to March. And look, another March, or January actually, was a low area. But even March tends to be that bear market. There it is there. We would then come all the way up to the 20K pi cycle here, up at about 20,000. This stock to flow has got us put up here. See where the stock to flow goes? Price always goes higher than it. You know, so here you have your stock to flow is the white line, price got higher. Here you have the stock to flow. The stock to flow predicted a $10,600 Bitcoin. We went all the way to 20K. Now the stock to flow is predicting $125,000 Bitcoin. You can see it here on the white line, touching the red line, right? Bitcoin usually surpasses that. You can see that it always the price ends up higher than that. So I believe the price is going to end up somewhere in this region based on these indicators. And that's somewhere between 180,000 and $360,000 to $380,000. That's where I see Bitcoin topping out. I miss BTC again. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't miss anything. Yeah, so I mean, I had just set up a call with Jose. I didn't know he had DM'd anybody else. I just set up a call to go over this with him. He just wanted to show me something. And then when I got on the call, he's like, oh, I have some other people here, which I was super happy about. I wasn't pissed about it at all. Yeah, so hey, that was on him. I don't know. I thought I was just sitting with him. I had no idea that he kind of made it a group thing. But we should do a group thing, man. Every Wednesday night, we should do a Discord at like 8 o'clock. Let me know if you guys are down. I think I'm going to go on Discord on 8 o'clock, and we can all kind of powwow. So yeah, man, this is the pi cycle, baby, for Bitcoin. This is what Bitcoin does. And you can see, man, it continues. It continues up to the $2.7 million region, right? So And you can see the lowest point. Now, these come down to lows, right? So look at the lowest point now, 16,000. Up here, it's about 65,000. And we're probably, look how long this bull run is going to last. Like, I think it's going to last. They say the bull runs are always longer. So this one went from here to here. This bull run should be like here to there. There's a chance we get up into this like 470. We even can get to $500,000. And at that point, the next low on the cycle can only be 130 grand. So like, as long as we get through this bear market, the next bull cycle, the next bear cycle, I feel like we'll still be, Bitcoin will never be back down below 100 grand, in my opinion. I mean, look, the lowest 62, then 80, and you see what I'm doing is I'm following this bottom line because that's where we bottom pretty close to. And we don't even get that close, but we got close enough to bottom there, you know, somewhere in these regions. So if we were to get to the lowest point on the pi cycle, 80,000, 90,000, after we eventually correct from a possible 400, 300, somewhere in this area, man, it's going to be hard to sell Bitcoin. I don't know exactly how we're going to figure out exactly when to sell, but we're trying really hard with this pi cycle. We're trying as hard as we can with the pi cycle here. So how to set this up so you can see this yourself? You go to the log curve, growth curves, log growth curves, okay? And let me see you here. Log growth. And you're going to take the one from Sean Nance, this 335 one that I have starred here. Sean Nance. Hit that. Okay. Go to the settings. And you're going to leave the top, the middle, and the bottom. You're going to take off the Fibonacci, but these are cool. You could put these on, and they just show you fib levels, which are fine, but it's just kind of unneeded for what we're doing, right? But they're cool. They put lines in there that help you. So there you go. Undo these, boom. Now, then you go to the pi cycle. You go to the inputs, 350, 111D. Don't matter that. Green, red, right? Shapes absolute. Then you go to the stock to flow model, and all we did, I just changed it white. That was it. Then you want to hit log. If you hit auto, you're going to see this. You want to hit log. Or take auto off and hit log. Yeah, so you can have them both on, but hit log. See, otherwise you're going to have this, which is cool, but it's not logarithmic, and you can't really get much out of it. So you hit log, and that's going to give you what you want here. I don't understand why this is doing that. I don't know. Oh, that's a circle I made. It's about to be like, that shouldn't be in there. Anyway, so this is how we're going to try to time the tops of Bitcoin. The tops and the bottoms by using the pi cycle. How do you find out the top? It's when when the green line and the red line touch. So right now they're kind of here, but eventually they'll come up and they'll touch. And when they touch, that's usually when the cycle begins. So right here, look, that's when the cycle ends. So you can see here, they're getting really close. They touch right there. That was the high of 20,000. That told you when to sell. So when these are getting really, really close, right now that's not close. They're far. But when these get about to touch, we should be somewhere up in here. And that pi cycle is going to tell us when we should sell out of Bitcoin. So I kind of just gave you the keys to how to sell the top on Bitcoin in the best way possible. There's really not much else. It's almost like the only way, you know. Other people have maybe 100 other ways, but this, in my opinion, is really going to give us the best possible scenario to sell Bitcoin using the pi cycle, the stock to flow, and what we have here. So yeah, man, it's a big deal. I hope you understand what a big deal it is that what we're going over right now, because yeah, we're conveying some deep information with some great indicators. Shout out to Jose Patricio for really laying this down for me. Yeah, and unbelievable. Bitcoin's starting to move, 32,268. I told you I would long at 31.4. I did say that. I said this is a long here, right? So yeah, this is a gem. Logarithmic grow curves, pi cycle, and the stock to flow model, man, with the log. And you're really going to see what's going on with Bitcoin, you know. Now if we flip these fib lines back on, you see that whenever we get to the blue fib line, right here we kind of rocked through it. But here we got rejected right now. Look, boom, and we got rejected. Here we're having a little bit of an issue. We got rejected so far. And a lot of times there is a pullback. Let's see the last time we hit the blue line. I'm going to take the stock to flow off for a second just so we can get a look. And you can see, look, we came to the blue line. We struggled, and we would get rejected and usually kind of come into that green line a little bit area and then make our move to the upside. Here we kind of, yeah, we got rejected by the blue line right there. Here we got close to it, couldn't make it, but we blasted through it eventually. Here we got rejected a bit, we blasted through it eventually. Here we got rejected by it too, right there. A slight rejection from 5,000 all the way back to a wick at 2,800. Okay. And now look, we got rejected there. Even there we got rejected. We came up to it, got rejected, and now we're there again, hitting that blue line. Me and Jose were discussing, like, we may pull back to the red line, 20,000, 25,000. So this is where the title of the video comes from. Are we going to 20K again? There's a little bit of an issue here on the weekly. We're getting rejected by the Fibonacci level line in the middle here. Still doing good, but there's a chance that we could kind of go up or down here. We're not perfect yet. Okay. I got a call today at 1 p.m. Okay, cool. All right, so I feel like that was really needed. I give you guys everything I learned. I don't hold back. I learned this last night, and it's already here on the channel. I didn't even know I would put it out today. I wasn't sure. But look, and there's our 20K run up. It's cool to see it as part of a bigger picture, right? To really understand Bitcoin, man, and see it for what it really is. Like, and it's the same pattern. Look, the run up, the big troph, the run up, the big troph, the run up, the big troph, and it's going to go on and on until I don't know when, right? Be so interesting to see where we're at 20,050. I'm an old man and I talk about trading Bitcoin. Okay, now I'm going to get into your tickers. I'm feeling a little free. I feel like, because, you know, I could spend the time going over your tickers, guys, but honestly, like, I learn some new stuff every day that I feel like you really want to know, right? So tickers are cool. And I'm not saying I don't like to service y'all. But, yeah, shout out to Jose, Pedro, Valverde, Patricio for sitting with me last night, sharing his wisdom with me, not holding back, and then even saying, hey, by all means, please share that on your channel with your subscribers. I love your channel. I mean, I just feel so blessed. Like, who else gets that information? Who else gets that information every day? Like, who else has someone bringing them key insight? And that's why you guys come here every day, because more people, the universe is going to send me the right people, because I've been an amazing, like, I've been right. I've been honorable. I've had integrity. There's not one person I could think of that I've effed over, man. I'm being dead honest. Like, you know, I learned my lessons young. I decided, you know, look at this double bottom on hard on the weekly. I mean, that's just insane. It says hard should get all the way up here. I mean, if we just take the weekly and play it what it is, 662% gains for hard. So if you like hard at about $6, and right now you get it at 79 cents. Hard, man, in the DeFi space too. Yeah, we all need to help each other to beat the elite. I agree, man. I agree. Like, there's no way the common man can beat the elite if we don't get together. That's why we form these groups, to make us strong. So look at the double bottom here on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at my older template. Yeah, this stochastic here, someone said all this does is show you some divergences, calls them out for you so you can see them. I really like where we're at with hard. Beautiful bull, right side of the bull. This is where things start to get interesting. I draw bulls every day on the channel, right? This is where things start to get really interesting. Touch, 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 touch on our way up to the top. So I don't know about you guys. I'm blown away by the pi cycle. Like, I'm still thinking about it as I'm doing this. Like, I'm having dual thoughts, and I'm just like, wow. Kind of like, whoa. Anyway, breaking out of the rising wedge, the falling wedge to the upside. Target is actually 96, hasn't hit the target yet. Lack of momentum kind of in both sides. We're getting high on the Stokes though on the 4 hour. The 1 hour wants to rip though, so that could give you at least a push up before everything kind of comes back down. The daily is a little high as well, but the daily doesn't have a lot of information to go on. Yeah, very bullish on hard at the moment. I have to remain very bullish on hard. I would be DCAing into hard right now. I like hard. There's so many coins that I know are going to go up. I wish I could own every single one of them. Hard, man. About to do its thing, though. Unbelievable, right? So, hard. I got a little hard for you. I got some hard for you, dude. Some hard coins with the Boston accent. It's great, right? Thank you. I learned a lot from here in your group. Anytime. Expect the unexpected. I appreciate it. Shout out. What up? Shout out to Arati, man, my dude. What's going on, man? All right, let's take a look at Mohit's stock stuff. Even though I bashed stocks for the last 20 minutes, or for the last 5 hours, I went over why crypto is just better than trading stocks. And there's so many reasons why. And hey, it's up to people, though. People are going to have their preference. Plug continuing to move. Looks like people just don't care. They just keep printing money. It's kind of insane. You know, like Bitcoin was supposed to rally on its own, regardless of what situation we were in. Now everyone thinks Bitcoin's part of the other bubble. And that's another reason it's stopping them from investing in it, because they think, oh, well, the stock market's going up. I don't need to be in Bitcoin. That's a blind, that's blind, because you want to be in, like, Bitcoin's like gold, man. It's digital gold. You always need to have a hedge in gold. I talked about Fluent all the time. I said that it had hidden bullish divergence, which is, look, swing up to swing up here, to swing down.